In this video, we will demonstrate proper technique for the snatch. The prime movers are the gluteus maximus, semimembranosus, semitendinosus, biceps femoris, vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, vastus medialis, rectus femoris, soleus, gastrocnemius, anterior and medial deltoids, trapezius, and triceps brachii. A spotter is not needed for this exercise. The starting position begins with feet hip width apart to shoulder width apart, under the barbell on the floor directly in front of you. Point your toes slightly outward to ensure your knees bend over the feet. In order to find proper hand positioning on the bar, have someone measure across the top of the back, parallel to the floor, from the knuckles of a closed fist of an arm held out to the side at shoulder height to the outside edge of the opposite shoulder. Begin the exercise by squatting with hands evenly grasping the barbell using the previously measured distance with a pronated grip. With your elbows extended, positioned on the outside of your knees and pointing outward, maintain a flat back with your head up. This is how all repetitions begin. The upward movement begins with the first pull or lift off when the bar is above the knees. Extend the knees and hips with force at the same rate in order to keep the torso and the back at a constant angle in accordance with the floor. While shifting balance during this movement, be sure to maintain a flat back as it will help to keep your torso angle consistent. Keep the bar close to the shins as you raise the bar, elbows still fully extended. Shift your weight on the heels slightly as you lift the bar in a shrugging motion. The next phase is the scoop or transition, where the thighs and knees move under the bar. Thrust the hips forward as the bar is raised over the knees and against the thighs, keeping the heels on the floor. Shift your weight to the balls of your feet as you reflex your knees. Your back should still be flat, elbows fully extended, head and spine aligned. At the end of this phase, the body is in what is called the power phase, after the knees and thighs are scooped under the bar. During the second pull or power phase, begin by initiating an upward jumping motion by extending the ankles, knees, and hips quickly with the bar as close to the thighs as possible. Rapidly shrug the shoulders in an upward movement as the joints of the lower body fully extend. During this movement, keep your elbows extended and pointing out to the side. When the highest elevation is reached for your shoulders, begin pulling the body under the bar by flexing the elbows and moving them up and out to the sides in an upright row motion. At this point, the torso will be slightly hyperextended or erect, and the head will be tilted back slightly and the feet will lift off the floor. This is due to the jumping effort. When the bar is caught overhead, it is called the catch phase. Once near maximal height for the bar is reached and the lower body has fully extended, pull the body under the bar by rotating the hands and arms around and under the bar by flexing the knees and hips in a quarter squat position. The feet will contact the floor with the toes pointed out in a wider stance than the starting position. Extend the elbows quickly once the arms are under the bar to force the bar up and the body down under the bar. When the bar is caught over and slightly behind the head, the body should have flat feet with the body's weight evenly over the middle of the feet, an erect tight torso, a neutral head position, and fully extended elbows. The quarter squat position and the maximal height of the bar should be reached simultaneously. Stand to a fully erect position after gaining balance and control by extending the knees and hips. Throughout the exercise, be sure to maintain proper breathing, inhaling at low intensity and exhaling at the highest intensity. For maximal lifts that stress the low back, consider using the Valsalva maneuver, where you expire against a closed glottis. Contract the abs and the rib cage for 1 to 2 seconds through the sticking point. Be sure to move through a full range of motion using quick controlled movements throughout the exercise and slow and controlled movements when releasing the bar from overhead. From the overhead position, the downward movement begins by slowly lowering the bar, reducing the tension of the muscles of the upper body gradually, and using slow and controlled movements until the bar reaches the thighs. Flex the knees and hips simultaneously to cushion the bar's impact upon reaching the thighs. Then lower the bar by squatting down until the bar touches the floor. Reposition the body and the bar back to starting position for the next repetition. One common error technique is when the bar is held too far from the body throughout the exercise. Another common error in technique is when the bar is thrown using an extreme jumping motion, using momentum to lift the bar instead of controlled muscle movements.